Why is it okay for you to go for the life that you truly desire? That's what we're going to talk about. Why it is absolutely okay for you to go for that life you desire. And we're also going to talk about five tips for goal setting, guys. This is Kathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach. What's up, everybody? As you come on, say hello so I can say hello back to you. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what you got going on today. We are out here in sunny Florida. It's just beautiful and gorgeous out here. The more you get away, the more it makes you want to just go see more parts of the world. And I want you to, part of our goal setting is what we're going to talk about, having that life you desire, being able to do the things that you want to do and knowing it's okay. Because sometimes we get stuck with the people that are around us and it makes you feel like that you shouldn't go for it. So today I'm going to let you know not only why you should go for it and how you should go for it. So if you're ever feeling like, man, I don't know if I could do this. I see all this online marketing stuff because that's what I do. And my goal is to help you get your business online. So whether it's an online course, which is our specialty, or you have another business idea, we want to help you get your business, your product, your service out to the world because you have the opportunity to impact a life. And if you have that gift inside of you or that skill and you want to share it with the world, you got to get it out there, man. I'm telling you, it is so selfish to keep it to yourself. And I know sometimes you're scared, sometimes you just don't know if people will relate to you, what you have, or if there's somebody out there who will buy your stuff, or you're nervous and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this. And you know what, it's okay. We've all felt that way. The difference between people who create success and don't is that everyone has that thought, and the people who want to do it, they go out and make it happen. And I want you to be one of those people who go out there and make it happen. So I'm going to give you 5 tips for goal setting so that you can get all your goals, what you want to do, and make them happen. So number 1, you got to have a CCMP, and that's your clear, concise mental picture. You got to know exactly what you want to do, because if you don't know what you want to do, you're not going to get anywhere. I want you to think of like a GPS. If you are traveling somewhere, I think of my niece, she lost her phone, and she's like, I don't know, she's about to be 18. And I said, well, why don't you just go somewhere? She's like, Auntie Kathy, how am I going to go somewhere and get somewhere if I don't have my GPS? What if I get lost? So see, even that fear of not traveling with your GPS because it's something that you're so conditioned to nowadays. She was like, well, what if I get lost? What if someone kidnaps me? I'm like, they'll bring you back. But that thought pattern that I need guidance. And that's what I want you to think about when it comes to doing something that you haven't done before. You just need guidance. You just need someone to guide you from point A to B, A to Z, and help you to get there. And before you have guidance, the thing, if you have a GPS, what do you got to do? You got to stick your address in there. You got to know where you're going. So number 1 in that goal setting tip, you got to have a clear, concise mental picture of exactly the lifestyle that you want, exactly what you want to do. Because if you don't have that, then there's no way we can put that direction into your game plan to get you there. And then you can develop it along the way. You don't need to have the end, because throughout your life, if you make this commitment, this will change your life. If you hear this will change your life, guys. All you got to do is have a starting point. It doesn't mean that that's going to be your ending point. Imagine if you just said, hey, I'm just going to try that kindergarten thing out, but I'm not going to graduate from high school. I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to grow up. That's like saying, I don't know what my goal is, and so I can't get started. Just pick something. It doesn't matter what it is. The thing is developing the habits of goal setting. So that is number 1. And that's clear, concise mental picture. Number 2, you got to break it down into little pieces. So if I'm in Ohio, if I traveled to Florida and I flew, but if I drove here, I would need to have a map of directions. And I know that I couldn't get there just by like I Dream a Genie. I would have to know the road signs. I would have to understand how to drive, have had license. So there's things that you need to do along the way. And so that's why when you take that big, massive massive goal, that big massive goal of deciding who you want to become, the lifestyle that you want to have, who do you want to impact. We break that down into little bite-sized pieces, and those pieces become like weekly goal setting, a weekly or monthly, and then quarterly, and then annually, so you don't have to get it done all at one time. So that is number 2. Number 3, guys, it just has to be realistic, stretchingly realistic. If you've never done anything online before and all of a sudden you're like, okay, my very first week I want to make $1 million. Now, have people done that before? Absolutely. But is that realistic? No, it's not realistic. So we're going to take it baby steps. We'll figure out what the market is, exactly what you need to do in order to get it in front of the people that you want to get it in front of. And before I forget, if you want to know more about this online marketing game, and specifically if you want to do an online course, make sure you go to ecourseU.com. ecourseU.com. We got a free 3-day workshop starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you must register for that. It won't be live, but you have to register. So go to ecourseU.com, ecourseU.com. And so number 4, once you make that stretchingly realistic, number 4, you have to set a deadline. You got to set a deadline. It's like your mortgage is due on time, right? Your car note is due on time. Your bills you got to pay on time. So why not your goals? I want you to have that mindset. Okay, I always have to have a goal. Like, if you don't have a deadline set for it, then it's just not going to happen. You just, like, if they just tell you, hey, pay your mortgage, pay your rent whenever you want to, you probably won't do it, right? Because there's no sense of urgency. Deadlines are ultra important because they give you that sense of urgency to be able to get something done. And then tip number 5, guys, don't forget to go to ecourseU.com if you want to know more about what I'm sharing with you today, and then diving in deeper to the marketing aspect of it. Get registered for our workshop tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so then the number 5, most important one is is repetition. Repetition. Repeat it over and over and over again. See, winning is just about every single day getting up, being disciplined, making it happen. It ain't always pretty. It ain't always easy. It ain't always simple. But if you develop that discipline of doing the things that you need to do on a daily basis so that you can create the lifestyle that you desire, life will change for you. But you got to get it out there. So if these 5 tips, which I'm sure will bring you value, and you want to know more about online marketing, and specifically when it comes to getting a course out there for yourself, make sure you go to ecourseU.com, ecourseU.com. Get registered for our 3-day. I'm going to give you guys 3 days, and this is information that my paid clients will pay for, and I want to be able to give that to you all for free to bring you value. And then if it makes sense, we'll take it to that next level and actually help you create a course or create an online business. Again, this is Kathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach. If you got value, do me a favor, share. If you know somebody who needs to share their gift, their talent, their skill, tag them in this message, share it to them. Guys, let's help people create a life. There's more than one way to, as they say, skin a cat. There's more than one way to earn an income. It doesn't always have to be, through college. Learn from somebody who has gone the path that you want to go. We call it eCourseU. You go to eCourseU.com, you can get registered. But you'll see, like, I have the 0. So what that means is 0 doubt. We're going to help you have 0 doubt that when you go for your CCMP, your clear, concise mental picture, when you go for the life that you desire, you can make it happen. We want to remove, all doubt is never removed, but once you understand where that doubt comes from and what to do in your mind to remove it so you can get things done and become productive and start living out the life that you desire, it takes on a whole different meaning, and I'm telling you, your life will never be the same. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you go to eCourseU.com. get registered for that free workshop, and also hit the what do they call that button up there where you follow, and then notifications when I go live, so that you can get these tips. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.